Bring you the final score between two teams who have had very good starts to their season, upstarts, if you will, in the West. 22 for Mike Conley, 96-86 the final. Memphis gets a win. Not seen there. 13 wonderfully happy minutes from our next guest, Joakim Noah, who we welcome back not only to the show, to the league, and to Memphis. Let me ask you about that. How different was it on the floor during, especially, Joakim, those first couple of minutes after this timeout?
The game was going fast. It's been a long time since I played in a professional game. So, you can train all you want, but there's nothing like that NBA pace.
Joakim, Steve Smith, when you look at this, I'm so happy for you to get back on the court. You can see it in your face. You can see it in your play, to be able to play the game you love. And then let's just talk about the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's a team, even though they have a lot of bigs, they've been ranked close to last in rebounding on the offensive end and defensive end. Did J.B. Bickerstaff talk about that with you coming into this team?
Not really. I mean, I think that for me, I wanted to get back in. And I knew that this was going to be a real spirited group, a group that really wants to win, and they compete every night. And, I've been away from the game, but I've been able to watch them. And I just love the way they compete. And I'm just happy that I got an opportunity. I didn't know I was going to play this soon, but Coach, I mean, it's really. I got to Memphis a couple days ago. I had a practice, and he threw me and Coach threw me in the fire. But I just feel so blessed right now.
Joakim, Tim Hardaway here, man. I'm happy to see you back. I think the NBA world is happy to see you back and healthy. What do you think you're gonna bring to the Memphis Grizzlies while you're there?
I think I'm a player that's been through a lot, to say the least. A lot of highs and lows. So, I bring my experience, and Mark is somebody who's playing real heavy minutes right now. So, whatever I can do to kind of help him and just help the team. Whatever it is. Some nights it's not gonna be me, but I want to be a good. Just a good teammate. That's the biggest thing. And I'm just so happy to be in the locker room and be around the guys. Like, whatever I can do to help, I'm here.
Now, I don't want to make you feel old and ruin all the fun, but you got a 19-year-old there. Let's let that settle in. 19 in Jared Jackson Jr., who's got a ton of talent, just had a 35-plus point game a couple of days ago. How much were you excited about the opportunity to give him the knowledge of the experience you went through, being a guy up in the draft, a lot of expectations, helping a team trying to win, some of the things now, Joakim, he's going through?
Well, he's very skilled player, and somebody who's still learning the game but has all the tools to be very special. So I like his mindset. He's always early. He's getting his work in. He's very, very positive. Very positive energy, and now it's on us to just, keep building good habits, and that's what they've been doing. They have such good leadership on the court with Mark and Mike, So he's around good leaders and good vets, and that's so important, especially when you're a young rook coming in, because you don't know any better.
I love that. Joakim, just want to talk about, again, how happy you are to be playing the game. What do you feel when you get a chance to be kind of their emotional leader? They don't have a lot of guys that can pump up the crowd. It seems like you've always played that way. You play with a lot of emotion. Even after you hit the jump shot, I saw you start going through your motion. Talk about that's the way you play, and that's the Joakim Noah I know watching, when you're very emotional and you're playing at the top of your game.
I haven't played in so long, and when the game, I'm not gonna say it's taken away from you, but when you're away from the game and you want to be there, I just didn't want to leave the game with any regrets. And I worked really hard, and just to have this opportunity, it's you know, I feel so blessed and so happy to be back on that court. And I just don't ever, as a 10-year vet, sometimes you kind of take it for granted just how special playing in the NBA is. And just to be back out there and to hit a jumper too.
Yeah,
oh
we
my
saw that
God.
knuckleball. We
That
saw that knuckleball.
You shooting like you shooting like I
Let's
shoot.
go.
You shoot like I shoot the ball.
Both of y'all
Joakim.
knuckleball
yeah,
shooters.
knuckleball shooters. Yep.
Well, listen, this will be, Joakim, the best soreness you've ever had after 13 minutes in a game. Enjoy it.
best.
Sleep well tonight, man. Congratulations. So good to have you back. Thanks so much for a
Thank
couple
you.
minutes, okay?
Yep. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you. There's Joakim Noah.
Glad he's back, boy.
Yes.
What he said, because I don't think it gets talked about enough, and sometimes you maybe need that after being an athlete for a long time, guys. Being injured, being out, experiences you guys have gone through, just the perspective of now you get a chance to play the game again and how different that must be for him right now.
Well, you can tell, and Tim, you know this, you can attest to some guys who play for the love of the game. And obviously we get paid financially, but you can tell how happy he is of getting a chance to play, be around the guys, because that's what you really miss. You can go out there and compete, but you just want to have that camaraderie.
Yes.
And when it's taken away from you early, that was tough. And I'm happy he's got that chance again to play basketball and be around his teammates and have fun again.
Yeah. I've been through it. I tore my ACL in '93, and I was away from my team for a whole year. And when I came back, I was elated. I was like, wow. You know, I'm happy to be back in the locker room, happy to be back around my fellas, but I'm happy to be playing with them. And that's how he feels right now, and he's contributing right away, right off the bench. He's out there contributing, and 13 minutes is big for him. You know, he made a jump shot, he rebounded the ball, he gives his enthusiasm out there on the court, and that's what they need right now. The Grizzlies need that right now, and they need his enthusiasm. They need Joakim Noah the way he knows how to play.
Well, you guys are getting ready to shop for your Christmas gifts. The last time he played, you just had gotten through it in the new year. It was the 23rd of January. It's a long time ago. The team, saying this to you guys during the break before we came on to talk to Joakim. Conley, look, I understand, and your absence makes the heart grow fonder. Forget about just in Memphis. I know they knew. I feel like a lot of the NBA world maybe kind of forgot a little bit because they were thinking more about what he had gotten paid or where this team was. Just how efficient he is at making everybody around him better. We're seeing that.
You know, he's always been an all-star in my book. It's just hard for him in that Western Conference with so many top point guards. You move him to the East, he's in the all-star game every year. But he's a guy that's fundamentally sound, that's going to make the right play, take big shots, and then make sure everybody else is getting good shots. And I love that they pick up Noah because him and Noah in the pick and roll, because Noah can pass it.
Right.
Also, he can play basketball. He can dribble a handoff. And I think they really picked him up. Like, my question to him is, they were last in rebounding. They have to get that number back up if they want to be a serious playoff team or a contender in the West.
And, Tim, you were making a good point when we were talking about this during the break. You still want to be careful, right? With
Right.
Mike considering the injury?
Yes. Yeah, you always want to be careful. You know, you don't want to play him too many minutes. You don't want to wear him down the whole season. It's a long season. It's only, 23, 25 games into the season. And he's been playing a heavy load right now. And you need another point guard to come off the bench, which I don't think they have, to come off and to spell him and to keep the game going for their team instead of going up. They slouching down and they not really pulling away from teams. So when he comes back in, then he has to shoulder the load again, and they look for him to do so much out there: penetrate, pass, assist. Make shots, make plays. They look for him to do so much, play defense. You know, you just wearing him down. There's 23 games into the season, and you know, you got to get somebody to help him out because you don't want to, like Smitty said, you got to have him for the playoffs. You got to have him for the stretch run to get in the playoffs, and be fresh in the playoffs.
Because he's human, unlike LeBron, who you can't wear down, who can play as many minutes as he wants. Lakers